But what happened, Joe? How come you didn't see Turby?
I ran into Susie, that's how come.
You mean she still thinks she's seeing him on Saturday?
Now, don't worry, kiddo. We'll get to a Turby and tell him it's just a gag. And well, they say he's a swell fella, and maybe he'll let her sing for him after all.
I don't know. Joe, about tonight. You'll come with me when I go down to the cafe, won't you?
No, Clarence. You see, well, that's Susie. You know, she's okay. You see her alone.
For heaven's sake, look who's here.
Oh, hello, Brooklyn. Yeah, I got a date with Susie. I'm early.
You look like you were going to a funeral. What's the matter?
Well, I'm going to be alone with her tonight, and I won't even know what to say. I'm such a dope.
Oh, what's wrong with you? Why, last night, the first note I heard you sing, I knew you were the romantical type. Now, look, I'm Hersey. I'm just finishing supper. I'm sitting here toying with my cup of Java. The fellas are playing soft music. I'm looking at you.
You're looking at me. Gee, you're swell.
Gee, thanks. I mean, well, that's swell for a starter. What else, Clarence?
Well, something like this, maybe. The charm of you is comparable to a Christmas tree with toys, with little girls and boys when first they see the tree. The thrill of you is comparable to the thrill I felt when I first learned a heart could sigh. And you were the reason why. And yet, if we two had never met, I'd know your grace, that warmth of face that only the angels get. And so comparing you with all of these things is all that I can do, because they add up to the charm of you.
Gee, I'd give a month's tips to have somebody sing to me like that.
Somebody will, Brooklyn. You wait and see. You're a wonderful girl.
Oh, go on. Hey, here she comes, Miss Abbott. I better get to work.
Hello, Clarence.
Oh, hello, Susan.
Oh, I hope I haven't kept you waiting.
Uh-uh.
Did you have a nice time today with Mr. Turby?
I
saw Joe at the studio, you know, and he said that you and Mr. Turby...
Oh, yeah, Susan. Yeah, I remember. Look, Susan, there's something I've got to tell you. It might make a great difference in the way you feel about seeing me even, but I've got to tell you.
Oh, please don't tell me now, Clarence. I like you very much, but, well, we haven't known each other very long, and, well, sometimes it's a mistake to say things too soon.
You think so?
Oh, yes, I do.
Well, I feel better. I was afraid to tell you anyway.
By the way, where is Joe tonight?
Oh, Joe probably has a date with Lola. He's crazy about her.
Oh, I see.
I mean, she's crazy about him, and he doesn't seem to mind it at all.
Well, anyway, Clarence, I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am.
Oh, gee, Aunt Susan. It's really nothing. Why, Ow!
Clarence!
Oh, it's all my fault. I didn't watch where I was going. Oh, Clarence, just look. You're all over soup.
Oh, that's all right, Brooklyn. You hardly touched me.
You want to come out in the kitchen? A couple of minutes next to that oven and you'll be dry.
I think you'd better, Clarence. It's all right. I'll wait for you.
Are you getting dried out, Clarence?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing fine.
There's a noodle in your hair.
Oh.
I'll get it for you.
Gee, thanks. You know, I wish I could stay here and talk to you.
You
Yeah, you know something, Brooklyn? With you around, I feel like I was home again, in Flatbush.
Gee, thanks.
You're welcome. And that's not all. The more I look at you, Brooklyn, the more...
Hiya, Clarence.
Hey, Joe. I thought you had a date with Lola.
Where's Susan?
Oh, she went to phone. She's checking up on Donald.
Look, I've been waiting to get you alone. You having fun? Sure. All you needed was a girl. Look, kid, I've been scouting around. I mean about Iturbe, and I found out he's rehearsing his orchestra tomorrow morning in the Hollywood Bowl.
Uh-huh.
We'll nail him there for sure, so don't worry. Everything's going to be okay with you and Susan.
Yeah, but, Joe, I don't want to...
Relax, kid, relax. Just string her along till we see what happens in the morning.
It's no use, Joe. Iturbe's in the bowl, and we're here in the street. Guards at every entrance. Even you can be licked, Joe. We just got to tell Susie the truth, that's all.
Okay. Well, she's working at the studio today. I'll try to find her.
No, wait a minute, Joe. This time's up to me to do it.
No, I'll tell her. She'll be good and sore, but she'll be sore at me, right? I'll tell her how it all happened just because you were crazy about her.
Well, what's the use? We're due back in San Pedro tomorrow, and our leave is practically over.
Oh, Clarence, Susie's not a girl just for a leave. She's a kind you come home to, and this'll do it.
Joe.
Yeah?
There's something I've been wanting to tell you.
What?
Never mind. I guess you're right.
Okay, I'll meet you at that little bar near Susie's house about 6 o'clock.
Yeah, sure. Okay, Joe.
Clarence, what are you doing here in the middle of the afternoon?
I don't know, Brooklyn. Except that I left Joe about 3 hours ago, and I started walking, and, well, here I am. That's not the truth. I do know why I'm here. Brooklyn, I love you.
Oh, no, Clarence. No, you love Susan.
I did, but I don't. I mean, I know it's awful, but I can't help it. I love you.
I don't think it's so awful, Clarence.
Well, yes, it is. It means that I'm fickle. But say you'll marry me, Brooklyn. Please say you'll... Oh, no. No.
Clarence, what's the matter?
Well, I've been in such a daze about you, I forgot.
Forgot what?
That Joe is seeing her now. He's making me out a big guy so she'll like me. Susan, I mean. And I don't want her to like me. Oh, every time I leave that guy, I get in trouble. Joe! Hey, Joe!
We pause now for station identification. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Our stars will return with Anchors Aweigh in just a moment. We're delighted to have as our guest this evening one of Hollywood's more talented young actresses, Miss Mona Barry. Mona's just finished playing in the screen version of Sinclair Lewis's famous novel, Cass Timberlane. Right, Mona?
Right, Mr. Keeley. And I was very grateful for that part.
Well, you're surrounded by a fine cast, Mona, with Spencer Tracy in the title role.
And Lana Turner is the woman he loves.
That's indeed a dynamic combination.
Then there's Zachary Scott in that suave, menacing type of role he does so well.
Great stars and a powerfully emotional love story, brought to life by that fine director, George Sidney, who, incidentally, also directed the picture we're presenting here tonight.
You know, Mr. Keeley, Lana Turner is becoming so versatile, I expect any day that Big League Baseball is going to make her an offer.
You mean after that sandlot baseball sequence in the picture?
Yes. You should have seen her practicing. She had plenty of falls, but that didn't stop her. I felt sorry, though, for the wardrobe department having to freshen her tomboy shorts and shirts so often.
John Kennedy can tell you why you needn't have worried.
That's right, Mr. Keeley. At Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, where they filmed Cass Timberlane, they use Lux Flakes for everything washable, as they do at other leading Hollywood studios.
Well, I should have known when I saw how wonderful they looked every time. After all, I'm a Lux fan myself.
With the studios, Lux Care is a matter of saving dollars and cents. It's so safe for colors. Keeps them new looking up to 3 times as long.
That's really true?
Proved true by actual washing tests. When colors were washed the wrong way, they soon looked faded and old. That's what strong soap, hot water, and rough handling can do. But when the laboratory took identical fabrics and washed them the Lux way,